I'll just tell you something about myself. I started my career with Nestle. That was my first organization to work with, and that journey lasted for about 5 years. After which I went on to join Reebok Adidas, and I mean the last 5 6 years has been purely into IT. Otherwise, I don't hail from the industry. But I think Sir touched upon a very relevant topic. When I see the qualification of Sir, it takes me back to 1950 when probably IIT Kharagpur was the first IIT in the country which was set up. And I think IIT Delhi was the third one, if I'm not wrong, in 1961, if I may say so. And today in this journey, I think we have 23 IITs, maybe around 22 IIMs, and 20 operational AIMS hospitals in the country. And having said that, there are five which are there in the pipeline. So much so that one of them has been planned for Manipur in northeast. So why I'm touching upon these points is because if we just go back to about 10 years from now, uh, the total number of districts in the country were about 693, 700, touching 700. And in this 10 years, last 10 years, we've generated 100 more districts. So we are now hovering around 800. So why I'm saying and quoting all these examples is, when the based on the population, when the districts are, identified and new districts are evolving every year, which means in the last 10 years, every year we've had 10 new districts in the country. If I'm not wrong, about 4 years back, Rajasthan had 31 districts, and all of a sudden there was an announcement. 19 new districts in the country were all of a sudden announced. People may link it to political scenario that elections are nearby, but don't look at it from that perspective. Just think about the fact that when you have 19 more districts in one single state of the country, what kind of development is the government looking at? And that helps India to come up with development in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, which is very very relevant now. So that digitalization is helping these, the spend on these tier 2 tier 3 cities is contributing to about 40% of the IT expense for these cities. Look at it from that perspective. Digital India, smart city concept, make in India, these are all the favorable government policies for pushing the the OEMs to have more setup in the country. Why go anywhere else? Just come and set up a factory over here in India, because policies are very very friendly. The thrust is too good. The road connectivities have even bettered in the last couple of years. Thanks to the government, air on air, there's a lot of development and new express ways which are opening up for all of us. So I think these all are contributing to the better growth of the country. And if we talk about database, yes, I mean the spent on IT for India by 2026 would be around 160 billion US dollars. 2030 it is expected to exceed 1 trillion US dollars, so on and so forth. The data center itself, by 2027 would have touched more than 10 billion dollars, and that is where we have to look at. That is where we have to understand what enormous potential this country has, how good the infrastructure is growing day by day, how good are the government policies. And having said that, I can assure you this is just the beginning. Next session we'll have even much better database, even much better viewpoints, and more investments from lot of global partners in the country.